going to bring up Jenny Lawson, also known as the Bloggess. She is a columnist and blogger whose proudest moment came when both MSNBC and Gawker covered the breaking news story of William Shatner intentionally blocking her on Twitter. Everyone involved agreed it was a pretty slow news week. Today, Jenny's reading Judgment. You're soaking in it.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say, when you ordered your tickets and there was a little disclaimer there that said there may be some adult language in here, that was all about me. So if you have children with you, you should either tell them this is a good example of a bad example or make them hum really loudly to drown out everything I'm about to say. Hello. My name is Jenny, and I write a vaguely satirical parenting advice column called Ill-Advised. And today, I'm going to share one of those columns with you. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started with today's lesson. It has come to my attention that some people believe that I am being morally bankrupt and irresponsible by writing this column because they feel that new mothers are too stupid to realize that this column is called Ill-Advised for a reason. I have considered their suggestion that I should write a column that educates everyone and offends nobody, but I've decided to continue to write one that offends everyone and educates no one because it's much more entertaining that way. For me, that is. And for all of the people who recognize this as a humor column. All three of us are laughing at you. And now, lesson 8. Prepare to be judged and possibly stabbed. Becoming a parent subjects you to a whirlwind of new and strange emotions and can leave you feeling more vulnerable than you have ever been in your entire life. It is at this exact moment that you will find yourself set upon by strangers intent on telling you exactly how terrible you are as a parent. You might think that you will easily brush aside these criticisms as you are now a grown-up and you understand that you are master of your own destiny and that peer pressure is something you overcame in high school. But then you'll find yourself in tears because someone said your child will become a drug addict because you once got an epidural, or that you should be forcibly sterilized because you put your kid on a leash. That last one there, not a joke. That totally happened to me. I was walking in the park with my daughter. She was wearing her Elmo halter, and a woman... It was hot. A woman rolled her eyes in disgust and whispered to her friend, "Some people shouldn't be allowed to have children." I turned to her and said, "Some people have children who have a genetic condition that makes their elbows prone to dislocation at the slightest tug, and if they hold their child's hand and the child falls, then their elbows get dislocated, and then some people have to take their child to the doctor to watch the doctor put their tiny screaming child's elbow back into the socket. So maybe some people should mind their own damn business and stop being so fucking judgmental, or I will stab some people in the face with my knitting needles." And that is exactly what I said. Hours later, in my own head. I would never have said that out loud, mostly because I don't even own knitting needles. Also because I was still so unsure of my own parenting decisions that I couldn't even defend them out loud. Which is sad because I was a great parent, and I still am. I'm not perfect, not flawless, not sober, but great. And unless your children are currently locked up in the bathroom while you go on a 2-day bender, I suspect you are too. As long as you're a parent, you will be judged, and you will be given unwanted advice. There will always be someone there to criticize you, but the good thing is that there's always going to be someone there to criticize them. It's a vicious cycle of blame and guilt, and the best way to remove yourself from it is to realize that whatever decision that you make for your family is the right one for you. Now I'm going to do the circle of shame as overheard in a public park, and this is going to be really confusing because I'm playing 3 different people. So it's going to be really confusing. And yeah, I just want to point out that all of these things that I'm going to be saying, I actually had them either said to me or read them on babysitter message boards, which is tragic and hysterical. Okay, this is me being 3 people. The circle of shame as overheard in a public park. I can't believe that you drank Coke during pregnancy. I only drank warm milk. Your baby will probably have ADD. You drank store-bought milk? That's loaded with antibiotics and steroids. Your baby is like a tiny, incredible Hulk. I only drank milk from my own personal cow. They have those. You can buy your own cow. You drank raw milk during a mad cow epidemic. How terribly irresponsible. I only drank purified bottled water from artesian wells. Bottled water. Fabulous. So you're the reason why my child will inherit a world filled with overflowing trash dumps. Way to shit on Mother Nature, asshole. I drank water from 1 reusable cup. I even took it with me to the hospital during labor. You had your baby in a hospital? How cold and meaningless for you. I had my baby at home, and my other children helped with the birth, and then my husband cooked the placenta for us to eat. Wait, so you forced your family to become cannibals? How wonderful for them. We planted our placenta with a sapling in the park to celebrate life. You disposed of medical waste in the park. Is it our park? Are you fucking kidding me? My child is playing under a placenta tree? You don't keep the placenta, you throw it away. You threw away your placenta? What the fuck did I just say about the landfills? Why aren't you composting? That's what it's there for. It's like you're trying to destroy the earth. Well, maybe I am. Maybe me and my Hulk baby are trying to destroy the world using only store-bought milk and my placenta. Oh my God, you are totally overreacting. I blame all that store-bought milk in your system. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Oh, was that a TV reference? We don't own a TV. That's not good for children. Children? With current overpopulation issues, you still decided to have multiple children? We have limited resources, and your decision is just plain selfish. I'm keeping my IUD. Thank you very much. Your IUD is making the baby Jesus cry. Your antiquated religious beliefs are teaching my children intolerance. Your cannibal baby just bit my baby because you taught it to have a taste for human blood. Terry, don't bite the Hulk baby. It's full of steroids and rage. Back off, bitches, or I will kill everyone here. And that's exactly why I don't get invited to go to Mommy and Me playdates anymore. By the way, I tried to cover all my bases here, but if I did not manage to offend you personally with one of those things, please come see me later and I will personally rectify it. Thank you.